There will be an easing of some of the COVID-19 restrictions for tourists coming to St. Kitts and Nevis, which will be announced as early as next week, disclosed Tourism Minister Lindsay Grant. He made this disclosure during a virtual panel discussion organized by the Caribbean Tourism Organization, CTO, which was live-streamed on Wednesday on the organization's Facebook page.
COVID has certainly knocked the energy and the wind out of our sails. But I think there's hope with the vaccine. There's light at the end of the tunnel. And we just have to make sure that we stay the course and ensure that we are our brother's keeper at the end of the day. We've learned from some of the other islands, and I'm sure that they have learned from us too, because this is an evolving pandemic. Something changes every day and it's a fluid situation. So we really have to be on our toes and move with the times and ensure we know what we are doing. I must say we are going to introduce some new protocols next week. Those will be announced on Wednesday, I think it is, because as we ramp up, we're going to be changing. And so we are hoping that very, very shortly, next week, we'll come with some new protocols, easing some of the requirements, etc., based upon what's happening on the ground today.
Minister Grant said he is confident that St. Kitts and Nevis will reach the target of vaccinating 70% of the population by July or August, thus relaxing COVID restrictions for visitors, which will lead to a greater reopening of the tourism sector.
But what we have done, we have gone to every single community in community centers, having education exercises, and at the same time vaccinating persons who wish to be vaccinated on the spot. In fact, just this morning, I just came from another session at the entrance to our cruise pay facility, where we are doing all the retailers and wholesalers, etc. So we are really carrying the vaccination process to the people. You don't have to make an appointment. We're just saying, look, come when it's open, get vaccinated so we can get our numbers up. And so we are confident that come July, August, we will reach our peak of 70% for our herd immunity, and then we can change our protocols at the same time.
In addition to Minister Grant, the CTO panel on Wednesday comprised ministers of tourism from Dominica, Barbados, Anguilla, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Currently, tourists coming to the Federation are required to quarantine for 7 days in the first instance, where they have a vacation-in-place experience at their hotels. After 7 days, they are tested and upon returning a negative result, would be allowed access to tours at attraction sites around the country in a confined setting for the duration of their stay. Minister Grant commended the hotels that have been offering a vacation in place at their properties for being innovative. I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline.